Israeli naval forces have intercepted a significant pro-Palestinian flotilla, the global Sumud Flotilla, halting several vessels carrying humanitarian aid and hundreds of international activists, including Swedish climate campaigner Greta Thunberg and American actor Susan Sarandon. The move has ignited widespread international debate and condemnation, with activists, diplomats, and government leaders responding to the high-profile maritime standoff.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I'm currently on board the boat Alma as part of the global Sumud Flotilla, a peaceful humanitarian mission to deliver aid to the civilian population of Gaza and to break Israel's illegal and inhumane siege. And it is likely to believe that we will be intercepted tonight by Israel, which would be a blatant violation of humanitarian and maritime law. Israel is not immune to international law. They must be held accountable for their war crimes. Stop the genocide, stop the occupation, and free Palestine.
The drama unfolded on Wednesday when Israeli military personnel boarded at least 13 of the flotilla's boats around 70 to 75 nautical miles off the coast of Gaza, a zone that remains under tight Israeli naval surveillance. The flotilla, which initially charted its course from Barcelona a month ago, comprised more than 40 civilian vessels carrying an estimated 500 parliamentarians, human rights lawyers, and campaigners. Their mission? To break the long-standing Gaza blockade by delivering much-needed medical supplies and food to the war-ravaged enclave amid the ongoing humanitarian crisis. Passengers aboard the intercepted vessels reported being surrounded by as many as 20 Israeli ships. Organizers described scenes in which activists donned life jackets and sat calmly on deck, while live streams showed Israeli troops giving instructions and, in some cases, using water cannons to force compliance. According to the Israeli Foreign Ministry, all passengers, including Thunberg, were unharmed and are currently safe, with video footage confirming their presence in custody at Ashdod, an Israeli port. Organizers and activists were quick to decry the operation. Several campaigners posted videos on social media alleging that they were forcibly taken into Israeli custody while holding up their passports as evidence. They insisted on the peaceful, humanitarian nature of their mission, even as communications, including live video feeds, were scrambled during the interception. Some participants tossed smartphones overboard to prevent their seizure. The operation evoked swift political responses from governments around the world. Turkey labeled the interception an act of terrorism and threatened diplomatic repercussions, while Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro, condemned the blockade as a genocide and vowed to reconsider Colombia's relationship with Israel. Meanwhile, European leaders offered mixed reactions. Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez emphasized the non-threatening humanitarian character of the mission, while Italy and other states advised caution to avoid escalation that might jeopardize U.S. President Donald Trump's Gaza peace plan. Notably, several states, including Turkey, Spain, and Italy, had dispatched boats or drones to monitor the flotilla and ensure the safety of their nationals, underscoring the event's international significance. As the operation continued, the organizers remained defiant, stating that over 30 boats were still pressing toward Gaza, at one point as close as 46 nautical miles to the coast, determined to fulfill their mission of delivering aid. Israeli authorities have consistently framed such flotillas as political provocations rather than purely humanitarian efforts. Officials maintain that the naval blockade, imposed since 2007 after Hamas seized Gaza, is vital for national security and for preventing arms smuggling. Citing past confrontations, including the deadly 2010 flotilla raid and more recent interception attempts, Israeli spokespeople argued that the blockade remains justified under international law in contexts of armed conflict. Activists, on the other hand, invoke their right under international law to provide humanitarian relief to civilian populations facing deprivation. Legal experts supporting the flotilla's cause point to humanitarian obligations under occupation, sparking ongoing legal and political disputes in global forums. The United Nations has routinely condemned the blockade as a violation of international humanitarian law, warning of the severe toll it takes on Gaza's civilian population. As night fell and the last live broadcasts from the intercepted ships faded out, the fallout from Israel's latest naval operation continued to ripple across diplomatic, legal, and activist circles, reinforcing the enduring complexity of the Gaza blockade and the persistent efforts by international campaigners to challenge it.